Good morning, everybody. It's the Insurance Brothers, and welcome to the Monday morning meeting. I am Ryan Matheson. This is Andy Matheson.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
I hope you had an excellent weekend, had some time to unwind. I know I always use my weekends to, get over a week of crushing it. Try not to check my emails as much as possible.
Yeah, take it down a notch, hang out with the family, enjoy a little bit.
Yeah, recharge. You don't want to wear yourself out. People that work 24/7, 7 days a week. You're in the wrong field, and you're not working harder. You're not working smarter. You're working harder. So you want to be in a position to where you can dictate your own hours. That's what we.
Yeah, don't kid yourself though. You're gonna have to spend an hour to prepare for the new week. Yep. So do that on a Saturday or a Sunday, and just get ready for the next week. So.
Yep. Get ready to crush this week. So great topic this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our show last week. It was our first one. We're very much trying to build up people that want to watch our show. We really try to, deliver engaging content, stuff that's going to help you sell better, help you move up the chain.
Yeah, we want to interact with you too and make sure that we're doing a value and a service for you. What we see at our office, what we see out in the field, we just want to take that and provide.
Yeah.
We want to just give back a little bit to the sales world.
So. Don't suck at selling. That should be our motto. There you go.
I like that. Get some bumper stickers.
You should not suck at selling, and you don't have to suck at selling. You can be a sales genius. It just takes time implementing little things into your process every single week. And so we hope to bring those tidbits to you, like I said, on a weekly basis on your Monday.
We're doing it on our end, and we're just trying to sharpen our tools and do the same for you.
Yep. So today's topic is all about tonality. Tonality on the phones, tonality in person. Are you boring on the phones? It's a question. It's a straight up question. Let's be real right now. Let's cut to the chase. I don't like to BS. I know you don't like to BS.
It's no fun. No one wants to hear a boring phone call. Definitely your client doesn't want to hear it. They wanted to hang up a couple of minutes ago. So.
It's contagious in the sales business. We see it all the time. I hear it. I hear it in my office. When I visit other offices, when I get sales calls. Being boring on the phone is a detrimental thing to the sales process. Your close ratio goes down significantly, thus your paycheck goes down significantly. And most likely you're probably not going to have that job too long because it's not going to be a position that you enjoy.
It's clear you're missing opportunities. It's obvious that you are a low producer if you are a boring person on the phone. You're obviously not getting the job done. So you have ways to change that. How do you do that, Ryan?
Man, I'm excited to hear about. Well, first is to identify if you are boring on the phone.
Sure.
Right?
Let's start there.
Yeah, let's help these people.
Yeah.
Are you boring on the phones? Do you think you're boring? First of all, I would like to use this forum to make sure that you are reaching out to others that could be boring on the phone. Letting them know, because people may not know. They're very stuck in their ways. It's kind of going to the gym and doing the same workout, and you don't get any stronger. You don't get ripped. You're probably doing the wrong workout, and so it takes somebody coming over and saying, "Hey, you're doing that lift wrong. You should do it this way." It helps a lot.
It's a good analogy, and it's going to be very interesting to note. And are others telling you that, or are you going to be able to step out and tell others? Because it'll come back around. Someone's going to help you in your career, and you're going to want to help others. So just reach out to those who might need a little help.
Today is hashtag you're boring on the phone day. So tag somebody in a post.
Let's start that.
Yeah, hashtag you're boring on the phones. So if you don't know if you're boring on the phones, or in general, have you ever recorded a conversation that you've had with a prospect? That is the easiest way to find out if you are not engaging your client with your tonality and your excitement the way that you should be. A lot of factors could be coming through. Maybe you're bored with your products. Maybe you're bored with your company. We always relate it back to a training that we utilize in our office that I think is invaluable. Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street, everybody knows him.
Leo.
He wrote a book last year called The Way of the Wolf. If you have not read it, I absolutely recommend it. Don't read it though, listen to it on Audible because he actually reads the book. And so you really get a sense of, the different layers of tonality that he's trying to teach you. And he goes in depth on each conversation.
You'll be able to pick up on it quicker and duplicate that on your own scale. So it's going to be interesting because we do it now, and we're going to notice our other people in the office doing it, and it's already changing the game.
Yeah. So, take little tidbits over time from that book. So I definitely recommend reading it if you haven't yet. It's awesome. But again, so identify, am I boring on the phone? Cool. We've identified that you are boring on the phone.
And you're the hardest critic on yourself, so you're going to know that right away.
We have done it. So how do we fix that? And again, you want to identify why you're boring on the phone. Are you bored with your product? Are you bored with your company? Maybe you don't believe in what you're selling, which is a huge problem. If you don't have passion about the company that you're representing and the product that you're offering, your potential clients, you are in the wrong business. Stop wasting your time. Go find another job at a competitor in a different industry where you actually believe in the product, because there's nothing worse than trying to build a career on a foundation that is that unstable.
Yeah, you're obviously not meeting your own expectations, and if you don't believe in it, then you're probably not even meeting your opportunity that you can take advantage of for yourself.
Yep. So, okay, we've identified you like your products, you like your company, cool. Now it's time to start conveying that on the phones with your prospects. So what I always like to do, and Andy may have a different perspective on this, but I always like to picture my clients in the most unapproachable situation, meaning maybe they're at the dinner table with their family, and that's the worst time to get a sales call. Like, man, this guy's blowing me up. Yep. So how are you going to convey in the first 10 seconds with your tonality that, hey, I am an authority figure in what I'm talking about. I'm a value on your time, and I'm someone that you should be listening to because I can bring an idea that's going to enhance your life. Maybe better a product that you already use, or introduce a new idea that you didn't know existed. So
yeah, you're going to change their perspective immediately with how they are feeling about the phone call. You may reach them at the wrong time, but maybe they give you a couple minutes because of what you're saying right away. And that might change everything from the beginning of the sale.
Yep. So, it's latte time, by the way.
I like that.
It's fantastic. If Paulie D was here, it's latte time.
Where's mine?
Well, I'm not a barista, so Starbucks is across the street. Okay, so first 10 seconds, tonality is key. You want to convey confidence. You want to be energetic. And you want to keep your statements short and concise. So Jordan always says, don't say they are, say they're. Keep stuff very condensed so that you can convey the strongest message within the first 10 seconds so that they can get an indication of who you are. People make judgments on people pretty quickly.
Sure, so you're taking as much information as you can and squeezing it into 1 or 2 sentences, because you eventually want to shut up and listen and make sure you get the point across to the client, and are they interested?
But you want to hook them first, right? So.
Sure.
Hey, John, it's Ryan, Colorado Insurance. Hopefully you're doing great. I have a brand new idea. I just introduced to a couple of other clients, and I was really inclined to call you. You got a minute? I really like to talk a bit faster in this stage and more energetic, again, to get to the point. Now, after you do that, then we go into the next stage, which is what Andy is alluding to. Listen to their answer. Hey, I don't have time right now. It's not a good time. Call me back tomorrow. Send me an email. Send me some information. We hear that all the time, right? Try to act accordingly, but also in a way that increases the probability that you'll have that next interaction. So get very good at, hey, you can send you an email. Hey, I'm going to send you an email, and I'm also going to follow up with you tomorrow around 10. Does that work for you? Are mornings better? Cool. Now you've just indicated that I'm someone that's going to follow up, and this is important to you.
Establishing your presence, that you're going to make sure you follow up and that they should expect it.
Yep. Now, if the prospect says, yeah, Ryan, now's a good time. What do you got going on? It sounds interesting. Make sure that you, at this point, start matching their demeanor on the phone. So if they have a slower, more reserved demeanor, make sure that you're not blowing them up with that first energetic tonality. Now you slow it down and say, well, the reason for my call, John, is this. And now you slow it down a little bit.
They're going to relate more if you're mirroring what they do and their personality. Yep. So they're probably going to get more comfortable, and they're going to be able to understand you better. It's just kind of more natural.
Yeah. It's going to be easier for them to accept what you're trying to say. It's going to be a more comfortable environment for them. Now, if the person's fast talking, yeah, Ryan, I got a couple seconds. What do you got, man? What do you got? You're not going to want to talk in that slow voice. You're going to lose them. They're going to be like, hey, man, get to the point. Like, I don't have time for this. Get to the point. So make sure that you're matching their demeanor after you allow them to talk after the first stage. That's really going to help your odds of continuing the conversation. So, I'll even go so far sometimes as to match accents, which is really, you get off the phone and you're like, that was stupid.
It happens all the time. Like, that wasn't even me, but guess what? They like it, so what does it matter?
Yeah, they're from Tennessee, and so now I'm talking Southern, and I don't even talk that way, but
where did that
made them comfortable, or maybe they're from the East Coast, and now I'm talking with a New York accent, and it's like, all right, But that's what people relate to. So make sure that you're relating to your prospect.
Yeah, you got to be flexible, willing to bend, and make sure it's a good, comfortable atmosphere.
Yep. So the key to when you are explaining what you're trying to explain in phase 2 is you want to make sure you're not using the same tonality for really more than 5 seconds. You want to make sure that your voice is going up and it's going down. You're saying stuff lightly. Hey, the reason for my call today, John, is I just got this idea that came across my desk that I had to share with you. I had to call. And it kind of sounds like, this person is important in your life. They wanted to make sure that you're in the know, in the circle on this idea. I didn't want you to miss out on this. So I wanted to run it by you and see what you thought.
Yeah, they're just going to listen closer because, shoot, you have something that they should be listening to. So they're kind of listening in, right?
Yep. It kind of draws them in a little bit. Now, Jordan Belfort calls a lot of this stage the reasonable man tone. We joke all the time in our office, like, oh, that was reasonable man tone. I love it. Reasonable man tone, and the way he explains it in his book, is something that human nature triggers the person on the other end of the conversation to reciprocate. So I'm being reasonable for you. You're going to be reasonable for me, just out of the golden rule of, hey, I'm going to treat that person the way they're treating me. You're being super reasonable, so why shouldn't I be super reasonable?
And alongside that, you're getting them to nod their head throughout the conversation because it is reasonable. The more they're doing this, the probability goes up and up that you're going to do well.
Yeah. And Jordan always talks about, and I like this, I call them trust checkers. You've heard of them before, but your tonality goes up with it. Fair enough. Do you like the idea? Does that make sense to you, John? Does it make, do you like that idea?
You're going to throw those in from time to time to make sure that client is with you and they're on board, and it's checkpoints throughout the conversation.
Yep. So again, not making sure that your tonality, A, matches the prospect that you're talking to, and B, doesn't stay the same the whole time. You don't want to be monotone. You're going to lose them. We talk about insurance, so it's not the sexiest, not the most exciting topic in the world, but we can make it sound good. Trust me. And it's all about the excitement and the tonality that we use. So work on that this week. Very, very important to implement some of these strategies into your conversation. Jordan mentioned 3 things in his book. He talks about your tonality should convey the fact that you are sharp as a tack, meaning, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm calling you for this specific reason to enhance situation A in your life, product A, whatever it may be, and I am the authority figure in it. You should be enthusiastic as hell. Doesn't matter if you're selling staples, basketballs, cars, does not matter, mortgages. Hey, John, I've got the best mortgage idea that just came across my desk. It's a brand new opportunity. I would love to share it with you. You got a minute? It makes people feel, oh man, this is cool. Like, I've been thinking about that. Yeah, I'm glad you called.
Yeah, hopefully they're getting as energetic as you are throughout the phone call, because you are that person. You're enthusiastic, and it's getting increasing with excitement.
Yeah. And then the last part, kind of alluding to on the sharp as a tack, but again, being an authority figure, being the authority figure in your field. If you are in a sales environment and you truly don't feel like you are the best in the business, you are in the wrong business. I can tell you that right now. Let me say that again. If you don't feel like you are the best in the business at your craft, you're in the wrong business. Me as a consumer, let's say I need a realtor, and I'm going to pay the same commission to Realtor A as I am Realtor B, and Realtor B sucks, and Realtor A is top notch, but I'm paying the same amount of money. Which realtor am I going to use? I want Realtor A. I want the player, right? You want to be that player, because at the end of the day, especially with products like ours, insurance, mortgage, real estate, whatever it is, you as a consumer usually is paying the same amount. So don't you want to get a little bit extra for your money? They're buying the person on the other end of the phone.
Now, that being said, obviously it takes a little bit to be that expert. We understand that, but fake it till you make it. Still be an authority figure. You can still have that swagger, have that confidence. Understand that you are the expert in the field. They are on the other side of the phone. Necessarily aren't, but you're still proving that in what you say, and you're sharpening your tools on the back end to make sure you get to that point.
And that's a good point, and that's an excellent point, actually, as a salesperson.
I have a lot of
this. You come up with these random things, man. It's genius. Even if you've been doing your job 2 weeks, you still know more about your product than the average consumer does. So always remember that when you're calling people, most likely, unless they did the job that you do in the past or they do it now, which why are they buying from you then? You know more than them already. So you can be confident in the fact that when you call that person, you have value to bring. So focus on the value. Don't focus on the things that you don't know, and focus on the tonality.
And remember, just tying in from the last sales meeting, you're not being aggressive, you're just being direct. You know better than them as far as this specific topic, and you're just being direct about what that is, and you're enthusiastic about it, and you're an authority.
I just want to share the idea. That's it.
You know,
and the sale goes from there. So we hope you found value in this meeting. Like I said, every week we want to bring value to your sales process, take tidbits, make you a better salesperson, make you more money. Everybody wins. We do want to try to increase our people that are watching the show on a weekly basis. We'd like to eventually go live, but in the meantime, ask us questions on our feed.
Engage, be involved with the conversation, ask questions about something we didn't touch on, or go in more depth on what we started talking about. If you're in our network, share this if you can. If you're not in our network and you found us through somebody else, connect with us and message us, ask us for questions. We'd love to help you out.
Yep. Well said. So that's it from the Insurance Brothers for this week, the Monday morning meeting. If you have any questions that can't wait, you want immediate answers to, you definitely email us, LinkedIn message us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But we look forward to seeing you next week. Have a successful week and crush.
Yeah, go make some money, guys.
All right.
Thanks.